in a village not far away, there lived a carpenter with his wife and 5 children, 2 boys and 3 girls. Every morning, the carpenter would open his shop, the children would go to school, and their mother would prepare their dinner. Then, she would tidy up the house, and while her chores were finished, she would sit in her armchair and knit mittens, woolen caps, scarves, and warm socks for the entire family.
As the holidays approached, the children were counting down the days to Christmas. They all had their minds on the present that Father Christmas would bring them, the sweets that their mother would bake and the games they would play with the other village children.
On Christmas Eve, they would each hang up the huge sock their mother had knit for them with their names embroidered on the hilt, and each year the presents they found tucked inside them would be different and very special. Sometimes they would find a reindeer or a bear, other times they would find a horse-drawn carriage or a pan pine, or even a music box. Other times they would find dolls, blondes, brunettes, and even redheads. And all the toys made from wood smelled sweet, perfumed like the fresh, fruity, and musky aromas of the forest. At night, the children would dream of Father Christmas hanging over in his workshop along with his helpers, cutting, sewing, sculpting, and signing the presents that he would bring them.
A few days before Christmas, the children were sitting around the fire eating warm. Harry said, "Yes, but I just thought." "What?" asked his brother and sisters. "Well, every year Father Christmas brings us so many presents. Why don't we give him a present this time so that we can thank him for everything he does for us each year?" "Yes, but we will find him?" asked Paris. "They say he lives in a village over towards the north." "That's a great idea," said Clara, and clapped her hands together excitedly. "What do you think we should get him?" asked Clara. "Well, certainly not toys," laughed Mara. "What about something that will help him in his work?" said Paris. The children all went quiet and started to think. "I found it," Mara sounded out. "From tomorrow morning they'll start knitting a red cap for him to wear so that he does God's code."
"And I'll knit him a warm scarf for his neck," added Clara. Then, turning to Love, the 2 girls asked her what she would give him. "I don't know how to knit, but I give him a small bag filled with the delicious cookies that Mommy makes." Then the girls turned around and looked at their brothers. "I'll empty out my piggy bank," said Harry. "And I'll buy Father Christmas an alarm to help him find his way around the chimneys at night, and so he can climb down them more easily to leave his present for the children. He'll need a compass too. The reindeer could easily lose their way in a snowstorm," added Paris.
And so, without telling their parents anything about their plans, Mara and Clara began to meet at night, and Clara and the boys wrapped their present in colored paper. Christmas Eve finally arrived. The day was warm and sunny, and there was only one stray cloud sitting on top of the mountain on the other side of the valley. The children prepared their gifts. They hid them by the friends' tents and told their mom that they were going to the nearby forest to play and collect pine cones and berries. They left home, taking their gifts along with them, and with the sun on their right, made the way towards the north, where they had heard that Father Christmas lives. The children were happy. They were chatting and singing on the way. They saw small folks who ran away and hid. Squirrels were climbing up and down trees, and as the children watched the little animals' games and mischiefs, Mara, Clara, Lara, Harry, and Paris forgot about the purpose of their trip.
As time passed, so the little plant on the mountain top began to grow and start to climb lower and lower down the mountain. Very soon, the cloud covered the sun, and other wood began to blow, and the first flakes of snow fell around them. The children sped up their pace so that they could get to Father Christmas' house faster.
"I'm cold," said Mara, with her coat tighter around her.
So am I, replied Clara, lifting her collar. Walk faster, advised Harry, otherwise snow will cover the bath and we'll get lost. I'm tired, I'm hungry, my tummy is grumbling, Clara started to complain. A bit further down, they found a huge oak tree holding onto its leaves, and the children sat down under it to rest. The ground below the tree was dry, as the leaves had sheltered it from the snow. Clara opened her little bag of cookies and secretly began to eat.
Hey, you sly little one, called out Harry. What will you give Father Christmas if you eat them? But I'm so hungry, whimpered Clara. Well, then give me one too, said Clara. And one for me too. Me too, and me too. 5 little hands dived into the bag, and in a short while not even a crumb was left. The snow continued to fall thickly, and as time passed, it also grew colder and colder. Very soon, the children could no longer make out the path.
Mara turned and nodded Clara. My head is cold and I can't feel my ears anymore. And my neck is starting to get cold too, replied Clara. And as if they had been in agreement all along, both girls opened their presents and the one stuck her head into the warm cup while the other wrapped the scarf around her neck.
Suddenly, Paris, who was walking ahead of the rest of the children, turned and said, I think we're lost. It seems like we have gone round and round in circles. What will we do now? Mara said frightened. Let's turn back, Clara cried. We can't go back anymore, said Paris. Then take out the compass so we can see which direction north lies, suggested Harry. With frozen fingers, Paris opened the box. Looking down at the compass, they realized they were very lucky. They had only strayed slightly, of course. Relieved, they continued on their way. Suddenly, they saw a forest ahead of them. It's dark and frightening. Clara started to cry. We will use the oil lamp to light our way, and it won't take us long to get through it. Harry tried to reassure his sister.
The rest of the children were frightened too. The parents beat loudly, but they didn't want to admit it. The light of the oil lamp blazed straight bricks. The bushes and the trees stood on frightened them. Sobs and were transformed into drunken giants and wild animals ready to pass them.
Not long after, the children found their way out of the forest. Their hearts stopped pounding, and only their teeth chattered from the cold. I see a light over there, pointed Mara. So can I. Me too. And me too. We made it. That must be Father Christmas' house, Harry called out. With newly found strength, the children approached the house. They could see the lights more clearly. Every window of the house glowed warmly, and dogs could be heard barking. The children opened the gate and entered the garden. 8 reindeer were hitched to a great big red sleigh. The animals treated the snow and with their hooves as if they were impatient to get started on their long journey.
The children stood outside the front door of the house, hesitating. None of them dared to knock. They felt embarrassed because they had eaten the cookies. The cap and scarf were both wet with snow, and the oil in the oil lamp had been used. Suddenly, the door opened. There, before them, stood Father Christmas himself, wearing his red suit, his white hair and beard, and a great big smile. Welcome, children, welcome. Come in and get yourselves warm, he said, and stood aside for them to enter.
Stunned, the children entered the house and did a great big lunch. Heaps of toys were piled all around, and the soothing warmth came from the fireplace. Children, did you come all this way because you thought I had forgotten you and wouldn't bring you your presents? Don't you worry yourselves. As soon as it gets dark, I will fill up my bag, climb into my sleigh, and deliver all the presents to children everywhere. No, it's not that, stuttered Clara. It's us. Well, it's us who wanted to bring you presents, but Harry started to say. I know, Father Christmas interrupted him. Come in and drink some reindeer milk to get yourselves warm, and then we will get you safely home. It's almost dark and your parents will get worried.
The 5 children drank their milk and rested. Then the time came for them to bid Father Christmas farewell. The moment they opened the door to leave, Clara stopped short. Because we didn't manage to give you our gifts, let us at least sing you a song. I'd love to hear a song, smiled Father Christmas wholeheartedly.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us something important. Oh, bring us something important. Oh, bring us something important and bring it right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The snow had stopped falling, and in the clear sky the stars shone and twinkled while a beautiful slice of moon lit the children's way back home. From then on, and on every Christmas Eve, the 5 children dress up warmly and go out into the streets of their village, knocking on the doors of all the houses and singing Christmas carols for all to hear and enjoy.